Welcome back to our channel, guys. We are in Tokyo at the moment.
Tokyo.
I'm here with Maddie. We've been here for about 2 weeks. We went to Hakuba to do some snowboarding. We've caught up with some friends there. This is our last day here. I'm taking Maddie on a little surprise. He has no idea where we're going right now.
A little excited.
One of Matt's highest values is adventure. So we are going on an adventure today. We're about to go attempt to find the train station and catch a train to our location. And this is going to be very interesting because I've never caught a train in Tokyo before. Have you done that by yourself?
Not by myself.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we go.
We'll see how we go. We got the ticket. We figured it out. Actually, Google Maps figured it out for us, which was pretty good. That was surprising.
Feel my body turn, can feel my body turn. Come home.
You gotta teach Jade about the buttons.
Buttons? So you can tilt down. Oh no way! Or tilt up. That's advanced.
Do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram, homie.
FYI, your camera battery's got 3%.
Save it for the karaoke. Where's Jade?
1 hour. 2
Go to.
Hey, dozo.
You better be ready, y'all.
Jenny, should we do 112?
Yes.
Like close to you, feeling your heart beating.
We have made it, and annoying box that's been around the world with us. I'm so ready to let go of. I hate this box, but we're 3 kilos over, so we need to try and find 3 kilos out of our luggage somewhere and put in this little box. Problem with this bag is it's about to fall apart just here. We've been dealing with this zipper for 7 months now. I'm so ready to let go of this bag. I'm over it.
It's done now.
It's done. Can you just open it from the top end, maybe? If you can get 3 kilos out of there. 4 grams. So We've done our usual and we've arrived to the airport with 20 minutes till our international flight.
They did make us repack a bag because of 3 kilos.
Because we ran the whole way here, we smell now. Oh, that's so cute. No. Okay, let's go. I need deodorant, I don't need perfume. I know we only have like 10 minutes until we have to board, but I'm really keen for some food because I know I'm going to be hungry on this flight. Just waiting for our food. Flight started boarding 5 minutes ago. Yeah.
Passengers Caruso and Thompson. Eggs were being unloaded off the plane.
Oh my god. This better be a good margarita pizza.
Now it's gonna be shit.
Oh, it's not out. What's the time? We have the pizza. We've got to get on this flight without everyone death staring us. These are my favorite things when you're in a rush and we always seem to use them. Hey, there's still a line. That never happens. Wow, that was close. First time it's not our name being called out on the speakerphone. So proud of us. Early. Early. Hello. Hey guys, so we have made it here to Nicaragua. It's such a beautiful part of the world. It's a little bit windy today, so I'm gonna go inside, but Maddie and I have moved here just for 2 months because, well, I really want to chat to you guys about why we've decided to move. We obviously, like for the last 9 months, we have been, you know, jumping from place to place, and as well as jumping from everywhere. Like the plan was to continue jumping all through Central and South America. And so what actually happened was after Breckenridge, where we went to the snow, you guys would have seen from my last episode, my last vlog, that we spent Christmas in Breckenridge, Colorado. And so we decided to just quickly go to Belize in Central America, just for a little quick visit, kind of to get some sun because we were like really cold. But we also wanted to see what it would be like living in Central America. We were hoping to find a home in Belize, but didn't work out. And so when we got to Belize, we realized very quickly that the internet in Central America is pretty spotty, more so than what it was in Europe. That kind of freaked me out a little bit because obviously I have a home-based business. It's completely 100% online, so I kind of need the internet to make my business work. So I kind of had like a slight moment of freaking out. And then I, you know, as well as that, there was a part of me that was really missing home. I was really homesick at that point in the trip. And I remember like just saying to Maddie one day, I kind of want to go home. Like I'm really missing routine and not being a diva, but I just want to like not be going crazy and traveling around all day, every day. I just wanted to like slow down. I had kind of gotten tired of it by that point. So rather than going home or, you know, going back to Europe, we thought, what if we find a home, make it like a home base, And if we want to go to different parts of Central and South America, we can, but ultimately, like, let's just chill out for the next couple of months. On top of that, you know, Belize happened at a really beautiful time. It was around New Year's. Actually, we were there for New Year's Eve, and every year on New Year's Eve, I spend a good 3 to 4 days just planning out my year, and the goals that I had set for myself and my business was not going to be able to, you know, be achieved with me moving around as much as I was when we were in Europe. So kind of had to compromise, like, what are we going to do here? And I was so happy to just find a place and chill out. So we found this beautiful Airbnb in San Juan in Nicaragua. It's just on the border of Costa Rica, or very close. And I love it. It's home, it's beautiful, it's affordable, it's like the beautiful ocean. Like right now, like this is my workspace and that is my view, like crazy. And I'm just so grateful that we found this place. So that was the main reason we decided to just chill. And if you are thinking of travel and work, just be really mindful about a few things. And you know, I tried to research so much online before we went on our trip to sort of like get an idea of what it would be like. And yeah, I was totally rattled how there was nothing online with information about this. So I really love this vlog and my next few tips for you to just help you open your eyes a little bit, and maybe help you expect the unexpected, because that's definitely something I've learned to really love in the last few months. Apart from the Wi-Fi, there were also a lot of other things that happened that your business is really reliant on when you work online. So things like tech breakdowns, like one of my hard drives broke when we were in Croatia, on one of the islands, and that was crazy because like no one spoke English there, and there wasn't really a Mac store to go into and just be like, hey, fix my hard drive. So my whole life was on my hard drive. So like obviously you guys know that I have a podcast, and so all the episodes are preloaded onto that. And we had, I remember, an episode due that Sunday and my hard drive broke and I couldn't access it, and I was just like, oh my god. And then obviously all my photos, all my videos, like everything to do with my business is on my hard drive. So that was crazy. As well as that though, there's so many other challenges, like you know, my business is international, and but a majority of my business, probably about 60% of it, is in Australia. So with that comes time zone challenges. So all of a sudden I'm not available for my team who are in Australia at the normal times. And so, you know, that was hard because I felt unavailable. And as a business owner, you need to really, you know, think like time zones are going to be challenging, and even converting times, like, oh my gosh, that is a full-time job in itself, converting time zones. So yeah, there's definitely lots of little things that happen along the way that totally are a part of the journey, and you have to embrace, and it just helps you to really flex that muscle that you need in leadership and business, which are things like patience, resilience, determination, grit, consistency. Like, they're all characteristics of really great leaders. So I was like, this is just allowing me to be a better business owner for the challenges that I know that are going to come in the year ahead, for the goals that I've set for myself. So I'm open to challenges, but I know a lot of people that I work with, a lot of people that I mentor, really get rattled and thrown around by challenges, and you know, they throw in the towel, or they want to give up, or they're like, this isn't for me. Whereas you will never see me give up. I'm always like, bring it. Like, what else have you got for me? Because I really think that the universe puts challenges in your pathway because you've asked for something to manifest. You've asked for your business to double in size. You've asked for a bigger paycheck. You've asked for more clients. You've asked for whatever it might be in your business. You can't expect growth without challenges being thrown at you along the way. So I'm also a really big believer in that. If you don't set your own challenges, the universe will set them for you. So I came on this trip knowing, like, I was like, I have huge goals for my business. I know what I want to create. I know what I'm capable of, but I know that
with that is going to come challenges. So I am gonna go and travel and work and grow my business at the same time. And with that is gonna come some challenges. But as well as that, you really, I guess, have to be mindful of other things that can happen emotionally. So emotionally, I said that's so weird. But for example, when you go on holiday, PS, I just need to say, if you hear a baby in the background, it is our gardener's baby. He's brought his little baby here today while he's doing the gardens at the pool. He's very cute, but very loud. There were parts of me that almost felt resentment against my business in the first couple of months. So like the first 2-3 months of this trip was so hard for me, and I'm gonna be really honest, I really wanted to come home. There were tears most days. I was very stressed and anxious and just had no flow. I was like all over the shop, knowing that it was all happening for a purpose. But what happened was, you know, when you go on a trip, when you go on holiday, you plan out, you know, your itinerary. You're gonna be here for 3 days, and then you're gonna go to this place for 4 days, and you have this plan, and you're on holiday, you're not working. And so you have all day, every day. You can sleep in, and you can go and explore, and then you can have yummy dinners, and that's what holidays are for, right? So when you go on a working holiday, you're in a new location, you're in a new city or a new country, you want to immerse yourself in the culture, you want to go and eat all the yummy food, you want to go and see the sights, and you can't do that when you're running a business while you're traveling. Like, you know, I wasn't prepared to cut the hours down of my work. Like, my goal for this year was to grow my business. So I wasn't about to decrease the hours. So, you know, I work a standard 8-hour day. Sometimes I work more than that because, you know, being a business owner, you have to invest, you know, sometimes a little bit more than a normal 9-to-5 job. And so I wasn't exploring, and so we were at places for like 3 days or 4 days because, you know, in a normal world that would be enough time to go and visit and explore. But I was like resenting my business because I was like, well, I'm working all day and I don't have time to go and explore, and I don't have time to go into the restaurants and the cafes and go and take photos. And so that was really hard. So what we noticed was after about 2 months, I was like, we just need more time in every city. Like, rather than being, you know, 4 days in one place, like, let's double that and make it 8. And that helped so much because all of a sudden I wasn't rushed like to go and see everything, and I wasn't rushed in the business work, in the work that I was doing. I was being present with my work, and then I was present when I was exploring. So if you are going to be, you know, traveling and working, I really recommend to just elongate the amount of time that you're in one place, because you'll just feel like you're not seeing everything, and then you'll be like, this isn't even fun. Like, I'm not even seeing or experiencing anything. Just feel like you're working. So that's one of my tips. The other tip that I really want to let you guys know about, just to, yeah, expect the unexpected. Like, I think when you travel, you already have things that happen that are out of your control, like delayed flights, drivers don't show up, cancelled flights, long lines in airports, like just so many things can go wrong. You've booked accommodation and it's the wrong date or whatever it might be. So keeping in mind that just because you're working and maybe you are staying in places longer than normal doesn't mean that you're not going to come across the unexpected things that happen with travel anyway. And there's always going to be barriers, whether it's language or it's cultural or it's whatever. Like, there are always going to be things that happen that are totally out of your control. So add that stress on top of, you know, work, then you've got yourself a potential disaster if you're not prepared for it. So something that Maddie and I love to do is just roll with the punches. And every time something happens, we just laugh and we just say, like, I wonder why this is happening. There's perfection behind everything. There is no such thing as a coincidence. And we know that, you know, a coincidence just means two events coinciding with one another to create some magic. So, and looking back on every challenge or obstacle that's happened over the last 9 months, something really cool has stemmed from it. So you can't be mad at it, but you just have to be prepared for it. The other really cool thing that we've done throughout this trip is we have not planned a single thing. So no itinerary. There was no plan of, you know, how to where to go, on what to do next. It was all just very spontaneous and on the fly, and I loved that. I think that's the best way to travel, and I really recommend for you to do that, especially if you are visiting more than, you know, a few countries or cities. Just let it happen how it happens. I think that's the best way to go about it, because if you put expectations on your travel, it really deflates you when it doesn't happen, because it's not going to happen the way you want it to every single time. So one thing we actually, you know, worked in our favor is that Matt and I are so unorganized sometimes when it comes to like booking things. Like, we're the type of people who are booking our travel insurance at the gate. I don't know if anyone else here does that, but we definitely do. So booking accommodation was hilarious in the first couple of months, because we would be checking out that day and we'll be like, oh, did you book a comm? No, did you? Like, no, oh my God. So we realized that this is a really cool tip, by the way. Booking.com actually give you like anywhere between a 30 to 80% discount if you book accommodation within 24 hours of checking in, which is amazing. Like, helped us so much. And so what we started doing was we'd book our comm the day before or the day of that we were checking in and get a huge discount. So our budget for all of our accommodation while we've been traveling is no more than 100 Aussie a night. And so with that little tip that we figured out, you know, we were able to stay in some of the most beautiful places. One of the places we stayed in, I remember when we went to Positano to celebrate a really huge milestone that we had reached in the business, we booked our accommodation that morning. Sorry, I'm just about to sneeze. Oh, whoa. Okay, sorry. So we went to Positano to celebrate, and we booked our accommodation that day, and we got an 80% discount, which was nuts, because we stayed in this beautiful 2-story apartment, this huge balcony overlooking all of Positano and the ocean, and it was just like one of the most amazing ways to just finish that week. It was just really beautiful. So definitely use that little tip. It really, really works. So yeah, we drove all through, you know, France and then Switzerland and then Italy, and then we crossed over to Croatia and did the coastline of Croatia, Montenegro, Albania. Then we went over to Italy for a little bit. We lived there for about 3 weeks, and then we went over to Spain, and then we ended up in France and lived there for a month. And it was just like the most amazing thing. So with that in mind, I thought, this is perfect. I am gonna get a UK SIM, and then I'm gonna make sure that it has coverage all through Europe so that I can work hotspotting off my phone while we're driving. And that just didn't work for me. I don't know about you guys, but I just can't work in the car. I like to listen to music really loud, or listen to a podcast, or listen to an Audible, or just be in silence and look out the window. Every time I got my phone out or my laptop out and tried to work in the car, I was just like infuriated. I don't know, something within me was like, don't do it. And like my laptop, it was slippery, like it just kept sliding on my lap. So it was getting frustrating. The light from the sun coming into the car was like, I couldn't see my screen, and just so many things were happening that I was like, I can't work in the car. Like that whole idea is like gone down the toilet. So yeah, I think that was a blessing in disguise, because it just meant that I got to experience the beauty of what was outside the window and just really immersing in some offline time while driving. But if you're thinking that, you know, I can travel in cars, it's way harder than what you think. And I suggest trying it first before you go and travel. Yeah, totally didn't work for me. So they're pretty much the basics that I can think of right now. There are so many more things that I want to share with you guys, but I don't want to make this vlog too long. I did a poll the other day and I asked you guys what you wanted to learn more about. And there were so many things that thank you so much for sharing all of your ideas for the vlog. I'm definitely going to be doing some more. If I didn't answer your questions today, there were some really good questions here, like, you know, what did you pack for the whole year? How do you balance work and play? Do you ever feel like giving up? And what do you do if you ever feel like you want to have a break? How do you manage time that you're on your electronic devices? And how do you stop feeling like you're not in the now? That's a really good one. How do you choose where to go next? Hope I answered that in this vlog for you, Brittany. How to organize your time management. I'd get so distracted whilst traveling. Yep, definitely want to do a vlog on that. How are you able to build such a massive online business, and how do you plan everything? So there are definitely like heaps of awesome quality questions in here, and if I didn't answer them for you today, I am going to do some more vlogs on all of those in the coming weeks. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you want to learn more about, and I'd also love for you guys to share with me if this was helpful, if you loved it. Give me a thumbs up. It really supports my channel and lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm providing for you. Please don't forget to subscribe and click on that little bell so that you can get updated with every time that I upload a video. You can go and follow me on my Instagram account, which is Shani Peach, or if you're looking for like some more health inspiration, you can go and follow me on my Healthy Peach account. I'll pop both of those down below. I hope you enjoyed my vlog. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm gonna see you on my next one. Bye.
Feel my body